Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more nostalgia critic, and it's going to be Sailor Moon. Oh boy, I don't think I've ever heard of this movie before, or a TV series. I have no idea what it's all about. Sailor Moon? I don't know, maybe a boat in space flying, or something like that, around the moon in space. I have no idea what to expect from this movie or TV series. I have no idea what it's all going to be about, but I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. With the title Sailor Moon, I mean, it's got to be creative, right? Yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go. Please let this be good. Don't let it be bad. Oh boy, here we go. Please let it be good.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in the laboratory of Dr. Hack, the master of formulas. Not scientific formulas, not mathematical formulas, but television formulas. Any TV show that has a formula that's been repeated over and over and over, he's the guy that came up with it. Watch this. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Land Teens fight Petty Patrol, then Monster, then Giant Monster, and Giant Robot.
Home Improvement.
Toolman screws up, neighbor gives advice, Toolman gets advice wrong, but Toolman's forgiven anyway.
Scooby-Doo.
It's always the person in the opening you forget about.
Inspector Gadget, Captain Planet, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everybody actually hates Raymond. He should have divorced that bitch and her family long ago.
If it's a formula that's gotten more and more popular through its repetition, he's the guy that thought of it. And right now, I've hired him to think up an idea so that I can
See it and add
over and over and over and make money beyond my wildest dreams.
Mathematics equals MC squared.
Oh, there you are, Eureka.
Equals smiley face.
You got it?
Yes, and it's going to
Splash.
make us millions.
Well, that's wonderful. Let's hear it.
14-year-old girl acts stupid, uses magical powers to look slutty and stupid, talking cat tells her how to fight crime because she's so stupid, surrounds herself with smarter girls that make her look even more stupid.
That's Sailor Moon.
What?
The formula you're describing is Sailor Moon.
Sounds like another Michael Bay
Do
movie.
they have a villain who keeps attacking the same town?
Take it easy,
Do
relax.
they have a tedious
Don't throw the
romance
tomatoes.
romantic boyfriend?
Shots
Yes.
fired.
They repeat the same animation?
Just joking.
And it was successful?
It's one of the most popular animes of all time.
Eureka? Oh dear, well this is embarrassing. Well, how about this one? 3 obnoxiously perfect girls are raised by 3 obnoxiously perfect men in a house in San Francisco, and not one of them is gay.
Oh my god.
Well, while we're on the subject, why was something as repetitive as Sailor Moon so successful?
I've never seen it, so maybe because they're just wearing skirts.
It was an export from Japan, which I think was originally called Magical Girl Squad Robo Dance Yes. Not quite as familiar with anime as Americans are today. A lot of people just saw it as Speed Racer with tits. But we didn't,
Yeah,
and that the audience for this was
they're
growing
just running
more
around
and
in
more
skirts. This
rapid.
is obviously a sort
Or
of
actual
guy's
enjoyment
sort
of the story,
of flick.
It was becoming an underground hit for kids, teens, and that creepy guy who fixes
What
your
the
computer.
fuck?
So, what
God.
is the secret formula and why did it catch on with so many? Well, let's start at the very beginning. You'll quickly notice that, like many animes, the best parts of the show aren't in the action, the character, the story, or the writing. It's in the goddamn opening theme song.
It's kind of catchy music.
Not only is the beat catchy as hell, but look at this animation. Look at the visuals. It's like
quite
a
nice.
Van Gogh of anime kid openings. In fact, there's even a Van Gogh in it. Don't ask why. I don't care. It looks friggin' awesome. I'll allow it.
Yeah, it looks alright.
I guess the only downside is the obvious American edition. Like this pointless Star Wars style script.
Oh god.
Yeah, because that's what girls watching this show are really into. Star Wars. They go so hand in hand, I'm surprised Lucas didn't release a more feminine version with Serena doing Darth Vader.
Did you hear there's a new Sailor V video game out? I saw it on TV.
Lord Vader, battle station plans are not aboard this ship.
Oh, yeah.
And no transmissions were made.
How can that be? My mom finds out, she'll ground me and cut
You
my
can see
nuts.
Darth Vader's
Pod
eyes.
was jettisoned during the fighting. No
If
life
you look
form.
closely, you can see
Can't believe
his eyes.
Oh, what am I going to do? We can get ice cream.
Yes, sir.
I like the Darth Vader getting ice cream.
Where else the Americans made some
Darth Vader's
changes.
ice cream shop.
They're so subtle, I doubt you'll ever notice where they geniusly slipped them in.
She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on a friend. She is all
God, this music's really
Yeah,
catchy.
unbelievably natural. If you were going less for action-packed adventure and more for Saved by the Bell credits.
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time.
But you quickly discover in many respects that is what the show is going for. At first it seems like it's going to be a big, albeit audience-insultingly rushed space battle between cosmic planet people.
The animation looks actually respectable. Reminds me of like the Pokemon the movie style.
Ruled by Queen Serenity.
Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Until the arrival of the evil Queen Beryl. Although her world was destroyed, Queen Serenity's last hope was the power of the Empyrean Silver Crystal and the Crescent Moon Wand.
Only this crystal and wand can combat the power of the Negaforce.
Yeah,
The what?
look, show,
The
even if
Mega-
you
the
pretend you
Megaforce?
have a story that matters beyond people who see a high-class meal as a flame in Hot Pocket, you still have to follow up all that supposed epicness with this.
Ah! Oh no, I'm late for school again.
Yeah, I bet you thought this was going to be a big space opera with action, drama, and exotic locations. But nope, it's just your common English-speaking town that has everything
boy.
in Japanese for some reason.
Serena!
I gotta go.
Aren't you forgetting something, dear?
Oh yeah, your nose.
Yeah, there we go.
Everyone's forgetting those around here. This is Serena, a ditzy clod who has no idea that she is one of the reincarnations of the Sailor Scouts. She's just your everyday gigantic-eyed blonde Japanese girl who constantly keeps flunking her exams.
Oh, chill out, Serena. It's just one lousy test. It's not like it's the end of the world or something.
You don't understand, I'm Japanese. To me, failure is everything.
Yeah, the parents would
Get
go
it, Molly. If my mom
go
finds
ape
out
shit.
I flunked that test, I won't get to play the new Sailor V
They take
game.
tests
Pretty
very
as thin and
seriously
dumb
up
as
there.
cheese, she of course is very popular in
Well, the
school,
parents are gonna be
obtaining
pissed
all
off.
sorts of friends, like an over-the-top accent with a human attached to it,
They're kind of
That's
pressured to
weird.
succeed.
Very weird.
and the awkward years of Dr. Insano's puberty.
You're going
Jesus.
shopping? What's more important than your grades?
Science, of course!
When not hanging out with these frightening adolescent creations, she spends most of her time solving her problems by intelligently ignoring them and finding more ways to spend her mother's money.
I heard about your test. Want me to be your tutor?
She doesn't need a
Tutor.
tutor. She needs a trip to the mall to get her mind off this. I could use some new pink barrettes for my hair.
Education just gives you wrinkles. She also seems to
Education's
get
for
a fight with an
pussies.
attractive boy named Darian.
Just
What was
kidding.
that you were saying about someone totally cool? But we can be sure it isn't you. Shouldn't you be going home and doing your homework, meatball head?
Hey, that's
Jesus,
clearly an
damn.
insult to meatballs.
Well, how's this for inspiration? You're a creep, Darian. You don't know a thing about me.
Wow, they really seem like polar opposites and hate each other to the core. They hook up? Nah, and how tediously long do they drag that out? Oh Jesus, just mail me the comedic banter to my office, Shredder! By the way, here's a confusing scene. We see her walk by a poster of a young girl
Okay.
dressed exactly how she is dressed. Like it's from a movie or a show or something.
I wish I could be like Sailor V. She's so beautiful and smart. Something exciting's always happening in her life, not like mine.
So, what? A movie or TV industry got wind of this idea?
Why do I feel
that
like I've watched this before?
coincidentally is exactly the same as what's
I've seen this
going on
before, I
right
think.
Now? Does that mean that something
bringing
like
back memories.
Transformers is a true story
That
then?
can't.
Because to be
That
fair,
can't.
my car has been giving me dirty looks.
Jesus.
Things seem to change. That is, the formula is set in motion when a magic cat named Luna arrives and tells her that she is the reincarnation of one of the Guardians.
You are Sailor Moon and you must
I've
fight
seen
evil
this
when it confronts
before.
you. Just
I
repeat
think.
after me. Moon,
It's been
prism,
so long.
Moon Prism Power!
I think I have
Of
seen
course,
this.
gives way to the famous
Sadly. I can't believe I've seen
tiara,
this.
the boots,
But
the nail
no.
polish, later covered by gloves, so that was pointless. And of course, the miniskirt.
Of course, the
mini,
miniskirt.
mini, mini, mini,
Eh,
mini,
That's probably
mini,
why I
mini.
watched this as a kid. I don't
Yep,
know, because of the
costume
miniskirt.
choice that in no way enables her to
Don't
fight
judge.
better, but sure does force her to squat a lot. Okay,
Oh boy.
so take out the fact that's obviously in no way battle armor. Take out the fact that's obviously fancy.
Yeah, I think I
Take out the
remember
fact that
this
just
movie.
Like He-Man, somehow removing more clothes bizarrely disguises them.
Or something
Let's be
like
fair,
this,
with both
I
these outfits,
remember.
Is the face really the first thing you're going to be looking at?
He-Man.
Take all that away and just tell yourself, this obviously sexualized transformation that takes
Yeah,
up
it
a
was definitely
solid minute
sexual.
in each episode
Sexualized.
happens to a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, forgot that for a second, didn't you? The girls in this show are, and always have been, 14 years old.
Well, I was a kid when I watched this, I think, so I'm fine.
14 years old. 14 years old.
Yeah, it does sort of give it an awkward tone.
Damn! Years old. Now, before any of you find this incredibly creepy, let me make one thing perfectly clear. The age of consent in many parts of Japan is, in fact, 13 years old. Now you may find it incredibly creepy.
What the hell?
And yes, there's a lot of fine print to that law that evens it out a bit, but
Jesus.
there's just as much fine print that
I didn't
evens
know
it back
that.
into
That's-
kinky territory again.
that's
For example,
messed up.
sex between 13 to 17-year-olds can only be done with other 13 to 17-year-olds.
That's good.
However, that's only sex. Groping, hand jobs, blowjobs, and whatever else your preferred imagination can come up with is all perfectly legal.
Jesus.
However, they have cracked down on human trafficking, forced prostitution, and other illegal acts endangering people in that age range.
That's good.
Why the hell are we
But that
talking
doesn't stop
about
people
this?
from
This
creating kinky establishments like the Sexual Harassment Corporation, where you pay to molest girls in school and business sets, and is
the
totally
fuck?
100% legal.
I don't get it. This is fucked
So,
up.
yeah. I
And why are
guess
we
when it comes
talking
down
about
to
this?
it,
It's
it
supposed
is
to be a
just
movie
cultural
review.
Differences. I mean, sexual urges in young people does start well before 18. My personal problem is, like media in most cultures, it doesn't try to help younger people understand sexuality, but rather exploits it. Rather than educate young people about sex, it's honestly just easier if we can make money off of it. But, of course, all this talk about Sailor Moon being a
Well, it's a
sexy
cartoon
14-year-old
as well,
it's
so
all
it's-
building up to one important question.
It's not real. It's like
Given
cartoon
this
drawing, so
information-
it's not really.
Why did I still put her in the top 11 hottest anime of women list? I didn't know! I swear I didn't know! I mean, look at the way they're drawn, man! I thought they were in college or at the very least late high school.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have made that guess? Come on, look at the way they're showing them off! I swear, officer, I mean audience, I had no idea
Officer.
their real age. I mean, you might be saying to
Audience.
yourself, oh, what, didn't you grow up watching the show? Didn't you pay attention to it at all? No, I didn't. I mean, I watched it, but I didn't
think I
really
watched this,
listen
yeah.
to it. I too was 14 at a time.
I
and
think I was very young when I
maybe
watched this as well.
I viewed it for different reasons.
I think I remember watching this. I do. It's all sort of slowly coming back to me.
I am Sailor Moon, champion of justice and
I've seen the cat before with the moon, upside
Oh
down
my
moon
god,
logo.
this is awful.
Turn that back on.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh Jesus! Oh no!
Ness,
Yeah.
you can talk.
All penises talk around this age. It's the greatest secret no woman knows about.
Does he
But
really
we're
have
the
to
least
flick and
shocked to
flinch it in my
discover.
face? Do we really have to zoom in on
Despite what a
that?
terrifying discovery this is, I'm still not gonna watch
I feel
this show.
uncomfortable. I
It
feel
doesn't matter what you
violated.
think.
I need a
From
safe
now on,
space.
I'll be calling all the shots.
I need to go back to my
Everything
safe
in a
space.
whole
Just kidding.
new
I don't believe in safe
talking
spaces.
about?
That's
Look at that
ridiculous.
show again. Looks damn good now, doesn't it?
That is the TV I had as a kid. Holy shit.
This show than I thought.
That shitty AV. Stop flinching that in my face.
I'm a mentally capable male. I won't let my penis call all my
I'm
decisions for me.
scarred. Oh, damn.
Turn that back on, or I'll shoot where the sun always shines.
No, I won't.
Oh, Jesus.
Excuse me, I have
Guess
some
he
memories
shot
of
his
you
load.
for a present.
But yeah, that was disturbing. That was really creepily disturbing. But yeah, I think I remember watching this as a kid as well. It's slowly coming back to me. I've seen this before. It was so long ago.
I think I've properly erased those memories.
Freaking Irish whiskey.
Glad I'll write another groin shot.
I've been
Joe.
to Ireland. It's nice.
So Serena...
You do great alcohol.
So Serena seems shocked that she can now suddenly transform.
And their whiskey's
This dream
great
is
as
getting
well.
weirder and weirder. I'll never study that hard again.
Though weirdly enough, doesn't look the least bit shocked while she's transforming. In fact, I bet she'll keep this exact same calm state every single time she changes. And every villain she's fighting will quietly wait for her to finish before actually attacking. It's the Japanese way.
They did that with the Power
Speaking of
Rangers,
which,
so...
there actually is a villain in this series, known as Queen Beryl. Yes, because no name is more terrifying than a wooden container that can bring me alcohol. Actually, you sure she's not the hero? She uses her evil minion named Jedite. Too obvious. To get energy out of the people of Earth. All to serve the evil realm of the Negaverse. Or as Luna likes to put it, the Negaverse.
The Negaverse.
The Negaverse. The Negaverse. The Negaverse. The Negaverse.
How does Jedi plan to do this? By creating various monsters targeting people's lust for jewelry, pop singers, fitness, and pretty much anything exploiting the empty shallowness of all mankind. So naturally Serena is never far behind, often falling for the majority of his evil plans.
Please get in this evil device, which is in no way an evil device. Joke's on you, it was an evil device.
But once Luna reminds Serena to use her brain,
Yeah,
she goes
toilet
through her
paper.
pedalicious
Something
transformation
that's
and is
needed
ready
right
to kick
about now.
ass.
Due to the coronavirus.
Or cowers in the corner like a fucking scaredy cat.
I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. I'm too scared. Get me out of here now.
I have seen this. I remember watching this as a kid.
Fucking scaredy cat is braver than her!
You must fight this evil monster or the whole universe could cease to exist. It's time to become Sailor Moon. Let's go! You have to stand and fight. Be brave.
Never running from a real fight.
That's exactly what she's doing! She's running from a real fight!
There's no shame in running.
Idiot, don't pussy out, pussy up! I think it can also be used that way. Yeah! Well, it'll probably surprise no one that Sailor Moon actually does very little physical fighting in this show. Which is no big shock. If she even raises her knee a centimeter to kick, she exposes her goodies to the world. Which in many parts of Japan, of course, is no big problem anyway. Most of the fight scenes require her
Different
being trapped or
cultures.
stuck in something for probably longer than is needed. But hey, anything to save on that action-packed detailed animation that we're just going to repeat anyway. In fact, the one you'll see most often next to the transformation sequence is her using a magic tiara which turns her enemies to dust. Or, in this case, the guy doing the magic act next door comes to save her, then allowing her to throw her goddamn tiara.
You must believe in yourself, Sailor Moon.
Oh boy, here we go.
Mask, thank you.
Don't mention
Tuxedo, bro. And he runs off.
And yes, it is painfully obvious who it really is. But please don't tell Serena, she's not very bright.
others will test you. Do not
Wow.
be afraid.
Those glasses really do change your appearance.
He's so dreamy.
Superman,
And not at all
Clark,
like
all
that
over
other
again.
guy who I hate so much. Thank God they have nothing in common and are two completely different people. Oh, hi, Clark. Get any new pictures of
Yeah, I was
Superman
to say
lately?
that. I was just mentioning
The magic
Superman.
tiara
I
isn't her only
can't believe it's actually
device, though. She
pointed
also has
out.
a pen that can change her into anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Superman.
It's a very powerful transformer.
Just put on the
tool.
glasses
It
and your
can do whatever
disguise.
you want.
Well, then what the fuck is she using that tiara for? I mean, they didn't give any limitations or anything. They said she can change into fucking anything she wants.
Turn it into a dragon, why
doesn't
not?
she just turn around and be like,
Take on the form of Godzilla.
series over, 6 seasons spared.
Jeez.
But nope, she uses it just to don disguises. Which really aren't necessary, seeing how all you have to do is throw on a bathing suit and a napkin over your
I
face,
have
and
seen
apparently
this
nobody
before.
will recognize you. And besides,
I have.
we know she's gonna leave the real fighting to the other Sailor
It is
Scouts.
actually slowly
Oh, yeah,
coming
we
back
should
to
probably
me.
talk about them. The other reincarnations
I remember
of the
watching
Scouts
this.
are found over time, usually in the exact same city and often even the exact same school. So, maybe Jedi should try his evil plans in another part of town. I mean, it's not like the Power Rangers that can beam anywhere. All this show does is glorify how lazy Serena is. Serena, a monster is attacking Tokyo! How far away is that? About 10 miles. It's just Tokyo. But you should...
No, damn.
These other sailors are Sailor Mars, who
Animal
uses
abuse.
fire, Sailor Jupiter,
Who knows?
who uses thunder, Sailor Venus, who uses energy beams, and Sailor Mercury, who uses fucking bubbles! Their
Bubbles.
personalities are about as on par as,
just bubbles.
let's say, the Spice
Big
Girls.
bubbles.
No, that's too demeaning. Let's say handsome. But to their credit, they are the ones who do most of the work. And they're eventually joined by another cat named Artemis.
Stop squabbling.
And yes, even the other planets over time joined the group as well. Ooh, except Pluto. You're not a planet anymore, so, yeah.
Oh, damn.
And to answer your question, yes, every kid snickered like an idiot when they heard there really was a Sailor Uranus. Actually, things got kind of interesting with her character, seeing how Uranus and Neptune were cousins in the show, but not in the Japanese version. No, in the Japanese version, they were a couple.
Okay.
That's right, straight up lesbians.
What was that?
Nothing, I said nothing. Yeah, kind of funny how we can sex up our 14-year-olds all we want, but the idea of them being attracted to something
I
that
definitely
shows
remember
them a
watching
penis
this as a kid.
apparently was too much for Americans back then. So just to check. Okay, shame. Okay, shame. Come on, guys, maybe you could have worked it into your half-ass PSAs at the end. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's PSAs in this show. Obviously slapped on at the end of each episode using the same animation they used before. Because Lord knows, the show hasn't repeated enough animation already.
Starving yourself and exercising till you drop is not a smart way to lose weight.
I don't think it's a good thing for them to give advice. I don't...
Nutritional food.
To say they're time fillers is an understatement. Half the time, they don't even bother to fill in the dead air, they care so little about it.
Daydreams are nice, especially the ones about food. Oh, daydreams are cool, all right.
I feel like I'm stuck in someone's mad fantasy. What the hell's going on?
But just don't forget about
Oh,
the here and now.
Yeah, if they wanted a more appropriate ending, they'd go with something like this.
Hey kids! A lot of time we get angry letters from your parents because we know our show makes you dumber. So here's our last minute table scraps to try and teach you something in the last few seconds we have. Brush your teeth.
Good advice.
Or in the case of the lesbian duo, maybe they can do something like,
Hey kids, you got boys and you got girls. Pick one.
and guys, that's as far as I got.
Jesus.
I know there's more characters and more villains, but I specifically wanted to address the repeated formula that got Sailor Moon popular in the US, and why on earth it actually worked. And that formula, as I can figure out, is as such. Serena acts like a selfish idiot. Supportive friends pick up her slack. Beryl rubs Crystal Ball like a boob and sends Jedi out to create monster and/or device to obtain energy, using a marketing tool targeted towards vain suburbanites. One of the scouts discovers the plan or falls for it herself. Transformation takes place via reused sexually confusing animation. Scout or scouts are trapped. Pratt in the Hat seems to get them out and do nothing else. Serena never figures out who he is, uses her magic tiara that she should have used earlier instead of reusing more dialogue footage, destroys villain, and goes back to being an idiot again. So, yeah, just to double check again, why did this work? Perhaps like a lot of other formulas, it knew what to keep familiar and what to keep changing up. It knew it was going to have a villain, but it changed up what kind of villain. It knew it had to involve an interest or product that girls wanted to be involved with, so it had a different one each episode. There was always peril that the girls had to get out of so that you'd feel great by the end when they finally do. Keeping the formula exactly the same, but changing up just the right elements that needed to be changed. So, do I enjoy the show? Fuck no. Does it have an ingenious formula?
I mean,
Fuck yes. Is it bad
I don't
for kids?
remember a lot about it. I remember watching it as a kid.
Not really. While the Serena character is an annoying airhead, I will give her credit that she does at the very least have a character. It's not one that I like, but at the same time it would have been easy just to make her a pretty face with no personality. But she clearly does have a personality and goes to big extremes. And they do make her look strange and bizarre just as much as they do make her look
With a
pretty.
cat.
And though yeah, she can be self-centered, she's never really mean per se. And I guess from what I understand, the character does get smarter as the series goes on. Or at the very least, braver. As for sexing up a 14-year-old, I think it's weird, but I guess there's always
It's a
just gonna be a
cartoon.
cultural difference.
I mean,
And
it's...
in all honesty, we've let out much
Oh.
worse.
Oh,
Unlike a lot of
Jesus.
pop stars and teen magazines where the artificiality is all that's there, this at least allows girls the fantasy of being the hero and actually doing something, even if it is mixed in with that artificiality as well. But I don't know if Serena's dummy reaction to it all always shows it in such a good light. But the moments where she fights back and saves the day is always shown in a good light. So have fun with your little show, just keep it as far away as you can from me. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, I remember.
Oh boy.
Hello?
Mr. Critic, Dr. Hawk thinks he may have, like, finished that formula or whatever.
Lead on.
Alright, Critic, I know I messed up with the Sailor Moon formula, but I've come up with a formula that's even better.
Oh
Even
boy.
better? You mean like more successful than Sailor Moon?
3 times more successful.
Damn.
Yes, according to my calculations, this should be the most famous, most profitable formula the world has ever known! Good
Oh,
God,
Jesus.
Dr. Hack! What is it? What is it? Okay, okay. 3 online performers, 2 male, 1 female, remake movies with the help of a German cameraman and Irish immigrant. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh boy. That was awkward. That was really awkward.
The Negaverse.
The Megaverse or Negaverse. I have no idea.
Hey everybody, just giving you the latest on the Indiegogo project. Thanks to everyone who's been donating and spreading the word. And with that said, we have a new perk. It's this wonderful drawing that was done by Marobot,
Wow.
and it is glossy and reflective
pretty
and
nice.
shows the evolution of the Nostalgia Critic. It has a nice little wall mount. Only 100 of them are going to be made, and we will number every single one of them. And yes, it will be signed by me as well.
I bet it's bloody
Click on the link
expensive.
to see not only how you can
$100
help us out,
each.
But also get this collector's item.
But
Thanks
it's
to everyone
collector's
again.
item
Keep
as well,
donating
so
and
it's
spreading
pretty
the
nice.
word, and hopefully we'll reach our goal.
Indiegogo. Okay. Hopefully that's finally the end of the video. Okay, that's the end of the video. Yeah. I think I have seen this before. You know, I think I have seen this. It actually brings back memories as a kid. I must have watched this when I was a kid. It sort of remind, because when I think I watched this when it was Jackie Chan's Adventures or something was on. It was like Jackie Chan's Adventures. It was like a cartoon of Jackie Chan and they go around. I don't know. I can't remember. But it was basically like a Jackie Chan cartoon. A Jackie Chan Adventures like cartoon. I remember watching that, and I also remember watching this, Sailor Moon. It does bring back memories, but I remember watching it as a kid. It was so long ago. You know, I don't have the greatest memory as a kid. You know, I can't just like retrieve memories from like 25 years ago just like that. You know, it's long time ago, you know, for me anyway. It's hard to remember your life as a kid. Yeah, from what I remember, I used to watch it. I mean, it was, I mean, I don't really remember much, but I do remember it. Remember bits and bobs. But as for it, I guess it's alright. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a cartoon. I mean, it's fine. Well, it's not really a cartoon. It's more of an animated. But it's alright, I guess. Yeah, I can't really say much more about it. I mean, I don't really watch it now. I haven't watched it ever since I was a kid. And it's sort of just, I didn't even know I watched it. It was only when I was watching this review that it actually started slowly coming back to me, piece by piece. But yeah, I don't know really what else to say about it. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.